every time this yellow line is hitting the white line right here, we have seen a massive move in Bitcoin, guys. Insane. And that's also going to be the topic of today's video. We will be having a look at this chart. We are going to have a look at the Dixie, which is actually very interesting in comparison to Bitcoin, because one of these charts is actually lying. So guys, let's jump straight into it. Start off with this chart. Yellow line, what does it mean? The yellow line, guys, is the historical volatility for Bitcoin. And if we have a look at previous times where we can see that we dipped below the white line, so we had one time right here, we had actually a massive rally. One time right here, that was in 2016. We also had a massive rally in the shorter term time frame right here in 2016, end of 2016. We actually, the moment we crossed above the white line, we had a dump, but before we actually had this rally. Here we also, when we came above the white line again, we had that massive rally in 2019. Here we had another touch that was followed actually by a dump, but right before this massive rally in 2021, but in the first weeks and months after we touched this level, we had a dump. Right here we can see that this was also a moment of a dump. And right now we can see again, guys, Bitcoin historical volatility went under the white line. We right now actually crossed that white line again, and that would basically mean that we are going to see a ton load of volatility. And I really expect, guys, and I know we're saying this quite often, but there is a very big move coming in the Bitcoin price, a very big move, and it will be, of course, the $1 million question, whether that move will be to the downside or whether that move will be to the upside. And I'm going to try and answer that question in today's video. Guys, I want to ask 1 second of your time. If you are liking this video, if you are liking our community, if you like the daily uploads, make sure to drop a thumbs up so we can wake up the algorithm. And if you comment down below, it's even better, guys. I love you all so much. Now let's jump to the Dixie. Let's go to the Dixie. That is the second chart I want to bring up, and I want to bring out actually the Dixie with the Bitcoin price. And what we can see generally, guys, is that every time the Dixie and Bitcoin have an inverse correlation. So right here, the Dixie tops, goes down, Bitcoin bottoms, goes up. Right? The Dixie bottoms, goes up, the Bitcoin price tops and goes down. There's a perfect inverse correlation. Only right now it looks different, because right now the Dixie bottomed and goes up, Bitcoin topped and goes down, but then we have this piece of price action where Bitcoin price is going up while the Dixie is going up as well. That is something we are not seeing that often. So one of these charts is lying. One of these charts is not correct, because there should be an inverse correlation. Is there a delay, for example, that is possible, right? That we maybe see Bitcoin going down later, or maybe it's the opposite, that we actually see the US Dixie going down right here, and this will blast off and it jumps Bitcoin into a massive rally. Guys, this is a very interesting time that we are in right now, because like I said at this chart, the historical volatility, Bitcoin is really at the edge of a massive move. Then, guys, I asked the community, what do you think is going to happen this October? And it makes it even more confusing, because half of you are voting for October and half of you are voting for Downtober, which means that the market, guys, is right now super divided. And when the market is really divided, it's very difficult to predict basically the direction, because if you have like 20% buyers, 80% sellers, then you know the direction. There's a very clear pressure on one side, right? But right now the pressure is definitely not clear, because it is 50-50. So that is really not clear. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame and let's bring out some other charts, other metrics. I want to bring out the EMA ribbon right here. That is something that we look at quite often. What we can see is that Bitcoin in the shorter term time frame still holds that EMA ribbon on the 4-hour time frame. So that's actually looking good. I still think this can push a little bit higher. Let's check on Will Portal, which what the derivatives exchange data is saying. Okay, so it's very clear right here that the funding rates are trending down, so they are turning negative, but even going down. That will make me think that Bitcoin is still going to see higher levels. So clearly most people are shorting Bitcoin right now, which can drive the price basically up, right? But one thing I want to share, which I think is very, very important, where I think that the key is laying in Bitcoin's price action, is really this stablecoin dominance chart. And so far we haven't seen a breakout on this chart. Let me get rid of these ribbons and moving averages right here. So far we haven't got a breakout to the upside or a breakdown, but I think the key into Bitcoin's next direction for the remainder of this year is in this chart. If we do get a breakout to the upside, a clear breakout to the upside, then the remainder of this year Bitcoin will still see a correction, and most likely, and this is a very important question guys, most likely Bitcoin then will follow a regular 4-year cycle. But if we do something like this where we break down right here, then most likely Bitcoin go on a massive rally, and we still have the possibility that we are seeing that 16-year cycle where Bitcoin will have a acceleration until the end of this year, maybe the Q1 of next year, and top at these levels. So that is all a possibility. So once this is breaking out to the upside, the 16-year cycle becomes less and less likely. But once this thing is breaking out to the downside, guys, I actually still have a high conviction of that 16-year cycle, where I'm already talking about since the beginning of this year. So yeah, very important guys, very interesting what's going on with Bitcoin. I would love for all of you to let me know in the comment section of this video, guys. Let me know what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin this month or in the next months at the end of this year. Let me know, do you think Bitcoin will rally into the end of this year? Will we see lower levels? And how is it, for example, because this is also very confusing, right? How is it with all the gaps that we have on the CME futures chart? We have a gap right here at 26,300, but we also have a gap down here at roughly $20,000. Like, it really would make sense in one way also that we fill these gaps before we enter that massive bull market, right? So there are a lot of things to consider, and I don't want to blow your mind too much because, for example, we also still trade below the 200-day moving average. We trade below the 20-week moving average. It's even trending down, which generally is not the most bullish sign. But then it is bullish that shorter term time frame people are shorting Bitcoin, and we're still holding the 4-hour EMA ribbon. That's why, guys, I'm literally telling you right here, we are taking all of these indications into consideration right here. We are seeing it. We know that they are there, but I'm going to put them a little bit on the side, and I'm going to put this chart on the whiteboard on our desk right here as the key to what's going on with Bitcoin. And I think here is also really our strength. And most people, I mean, if you just now look at Bitcoin, you just don't have a clue what's going on. Most people don't have a clue. We can see it in the polls, right? It's 50-50. It's super divided. Most people don't have a clue, including me, right? So that's why this chart is so important, because this chart is converging. And this chart will see a breakout very, very soon. And once this chart chooses a clear direction, we know for a fact what Bitcoin most likely is going to do for the remainder of this year. Will it be a regular 4-year cycle? Will it be a 16-year cycle? What it is going to be, we know pretty soon. But right now, it is pretty divided, which makes it just really difficult. Guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so, make sure to drop a thumbs up, guys. That is very much appreciated. And drop a comment. Let me just know what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin. I would love later today that I can just read through some comments. Always makes me very, very happy. Then, guys, if you are interested in trading Bitcoin or using trading bots or joining Will Alerts, which is the private Telegram channel where we are updating on extra market updates, extra videos, trade setups, anything, make sure to join Bybit with the affiliate link down below this video. Once you've done that, you can actually go to willportal.com, go to Will Alerts, and here you can sign up with your user ID and you will be put into their Telegram channel. This is still possible right now like this. Soon the requirements will increase for Will Alerts as the services for Will Alerts will increase as well. So we started out small with this website as a trading dashboard, and we're expanding, and a lot of people are working on this right now. And we are also expanding on our services. So then if we do that, and when we do that, it will not be possible to join under these conditions, but the conditions will basically increase. So if you want to reserve your seat, make sure to join Will Alerts already before. Make sure to sign up on Bybit with the affiliate link down below. You also support further developments of Will Portal, which again is good for you as the trader, as you will get better data and you will have better tools in order to make perfect price predictions and be a profitable trader. Guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.